So guys, why English language is easy and simple? My name is Matt and today we're going to talk about this question. Let's go! And everybody, I myself truly believe that English is easy and simple language, but not always. I have another video guys for you. I'm going to put it over here or over here. You can check it out later about why English language is weird and just mind-blowing. But today we're talking why it is easy and simple. So if anyone told me this, that English is easy when I was learning, I would be like, are you crazy? English is hell. It's impossible to learn. I'll never learn this hellish language. But now guys, looking back at that time, looking at all I've come through guys, I can truly say that this is simple language, at least comparing to other languages. And just before diving right into it guys and talking why English is easy and simple language, I would like to remind you guys why it's hard and difficult language. Don't have to thank me guys, you're welcome. So I think it is hard because of its spelling rules. So for example, in other languages we have an alphabet, right? You learn alphabet and then all the letters from the alphabet are pronounced the same way in each single word. So you just look at the word and you can read it right away. But not in English guys. In English we have a lot of spelling rules and you just have to memorize them, or otherwise you're just screwed. I'm sorry guys. Just have a look at these words. We have though, through, thought and rough, or even cough. So they all have O-U-G-H letters, and these letters are ones of the worst. They are the same, right? We have 4 same letters, but in each word they are pronounced differently. So when I was learning those, I wanted to kill myself guys, literally. I wanted to kill myself when I was learning those. So yeah, English is a bit hard, and further we're gonna have more. And how about irregular verbs, guys? Do you hate them? Because I do. If you do hate them as well, then smash a like under this video. If you don't hate them, then well, smash a like too guys, I'm going to appreciate that. So irregular verbs, they are just driving me crazy. I guess they're driving you crazy as well. So to know how to use them guys and to understand those words, all you have to do, all you can do is just memorize them in your head. There's no other ways. There are no rules for memorizing those words. Well, there are some slight rules, but there are no general rules which are going to help you learn those words like a lot. So have a look at this. I can say I work, but I worked, like yesterday, right? But I cannot say I buy, but I buyed. Why? Why should I say I buy, but I bought? Or look at this, guys. I read, but I have read. Why is it read if it's spelled the same way? R-E-A-D, read and read. So see guys, English sometimes doesn't make any sense. So guys, we have finished with the difficulties and now let's finally move to the easy part of English, why it is simple. And the first thing over here is we do not modify or change verbs according to object or according to situation. For example, in other languages, according to object, you have to change the verb, right? So in some languages, there are like 5 or even 10 or kind of 11 different types of one verb according to different situations, guys. But in English, we just have 2. We have the root form and the S ending, right? You do, but he does. I do, but she does. They do, but it does. So just 2, right? But in other languages, there are a lot, guys. So now let's just stop and thank God for English language. And how about the articles, guys? In English, we have 3 of them, right? Definite and indefinite articles. A, an, and the. So I know, comparing to some languages where there are no articles at all, it doesn't make English easy, right? It even makes it harder. But let's just take French language. There are like a lot of those articles. So to learn French, it's going to take you a lot of time to just spend it on articles. But in English, just 3 nice articles which are not going to take you a lot. So English is nice here, right? And moving on to the next thing, guys, and this one is one of my favorite things about English language. And this one is, in English, we do not have genders. Like, what I mean, guys, I mean that, like, we have genders for people, of course, like male and female, boys and girls, women and men. But how about non-living things? How about like sofa, chair, table, house? They are just all it, right? It is a house. It is a computer. It is a sofa. But in other languages, every single object has its own gender. So door can be him or her. A wall can be her or him. Window could be him or her. So it's like really complicated, guys, because we have to modify verb according to gender. Like if we have a door and door is him, we have to say the verb in one way. But if it's her, we have to change the verb and say it the other way. So here, guys, I believe that we have to stop again and thank God again for English. It's just really awesome, isn't it? And the next thing, guys, I would like to tell you, it's not even about English. Well, it is about English, but it's more about people. Because English is one of the most, or wait, it's the most studied language in the whole world. So it's really easy to find resources to learn this language because they're like everywhere. There are tens of thousands of books, textbooks, internet resources, applications, and other stuff. If you're learning any other language, there could be not enough resources for you. There could be not good enough resources for you. But in English, you can find all sorts of resources and choose one for you. Also, how about movies and TV shows and songs? English is the most popular language for those. So anytime you watch a movie, it's in English. Anytime you watch a TV show, it's in English. Anytime you listen a song, it's also going to be in English. So it's really easy to immerse into English and learn it really quickly and easily. And now, folks, I would like to tell you that English is really logical language. And to be able to speak this language, of course, you have to get the logic. And how do you understand logic of some language? Of course, by understanding native speakers' logic. So you have to understand how native speakers of this language are thinking, the way of their thoughts. And to understand this, you have to immerse yourself into the culture. And how to do that, you're going to ask. First of all, you have to look at them. You have to look how they live, how they think, what they do. Secondly, you have to listen to their music. Music is like our soul. Then their movies and TV shows. You can see a lot of people and then how they deal with different situations. So this is how you can immerse yourself into culture, and thus you can understand the language and its logic. And now, guys, I will tell you one thing that you may hate me for, and this one is English grammar is easy and simple. And yeah, now you can take your tomatoes, your eggs, and throw at me. But there is a reason, guys, why I think it's easy and simple. Well, that's just because it's logical. Once you understand the logic of English grammar, there will be no troubles for you guys to use that in future. Once you hear how native speakers use one or the other construction, there will be no problem to you guys to use that construction in your own speech. But there are also reasons why it's hard and difficult grammar, right? For example, take these two tenses, past simple and the present perfect. They are confusing a lot of people just because in other languages we don't have perfect tenses. We just have past, present, and future. And for all that happened in the past, we're going to use past tense. All that happened in the present, we're going to use present tense. And all that happened in the future, we use the future tense. But how about the present perfect? We use it for the situations that started in our past, but still are going on or have some impact on us. So it just doesn't make any sense for us non-native speakers, right? But once you understand that, guys, once you have enough practice, there will be no troubles for you guys to use even this tense. You just have to practice a lot and try to understand it, not only learn. So this is all for our today's video lesson, guys. I hope that you liked and enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do, right? Leave a like under this video and some comments down below. I really enjoyed doing this video and it was really nice to see all of your smiling faces out there, guys. Also, if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm posting a lot of videos about English language, so you can learn a lot of English from me. And thank you for watching for today, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.